A pro-Palestine rally has just begun in Sydney, expected to be attended by up to 10,000 people. Organisers have been working with police to ensure the demonstration is peaceful as 800 officers remain on standby. Julia Bradley is at Town Hall. Julia, what has been said so far?
Well, Danica, at the moment, the crowd of supporters of the Palestinian cause are listening to one of the organisers, a member of the Palestine Action Group, who was really trying to draw attention to the plight of Palestinian people in the Middle East at the moment. The group have turned out today for a rally which will begin here at Town Hall and then march over to Belmore Park in an effort to call for the violence in Gaza to end. Now, the organisers have been working really closely with police over the past week to ensure that this demonstration is a peaceful one. This, of course, on the back of another rally which was held in Sydney last weekend, a static rally which was a peaceful one, so they want to ensure that that continues today. As you can hear, a lot of chanting, free, free Palestine, a lot of people holding up Palestinian flags and signs which call for the violence to end. And one thing that we see a lot is images of children who've been injured in the conflict, and this is something that we've really seen since conflict escalated, an effort for Palestinians and for Israelis to draw attention to the children who've been caught up in it. So the march is about to get underway shortly. Police warning anyone who does the wrong thing will be dealt with, and they're not afraid to arrest anyone if there is any anti-Semitic chants. Of course, what we saw at Sydney's Opera House earlier this month. We've heard from a representative of one of our top Jewish organisations in Sydney responding to today's demonstration by the Palestinian community.
That's a matter for the state government and for the police to determine. I believe in the right of assembly and the right of free and peaceful protest. Unfortunately, many of the protests that we've seen haven't been peaceful, but that's a matter ultimately for the police to determine to ensure public safety and order.
This rally will also be hearing from the New South Wales Greens MP, Jenny Leong, who, as we know, over the past month has been trying to draw attention to the Palestinian cause. The march is going to begin shortly. Police have already arrested 11 people in Sydney following the start of the conflict in connection with protests and demonstrations which have been held, including 3 from Sydney's Opera House. They're hoping that there'll be no more arrests today and no more violence kick off.
OK, Julia Bradley live there in Sydney, and we will be bringing our viewers the latest from that march as it happens. It has just begun, as Julia mentioned there now. We've got some more live pictures, a different perspective there. So far, quite peaceful, and organisers, as Julia said, have done their very best to tell anybody that attends today's march that they want to keep this peaceful. They do not want to see a repeat of the scene seen 2 weeks ago at the Sydney Opera House. And police have said they will be out in force. As Julia mentioned, there'll be some 800 officers there and in surrounding Sydney streets today to make sure that they will be on hand to make sure that nothing goes wrong, and that if things flare up, which they're hoping that they won't, they certainly will use force as required. So we're going to keep bringing you back there throughout the afternoon. But as we just said, this has just begun. So far, so good. A peaceful protest as it moves from Town Hall to Belmore Park, and we'll take you back there throughout the afternoon.